Hey everyone, the numbers are in for on Soleil in Panama City Beach for the third quarter of 2024. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. In this video, I just want to go through what I see in the market in the third quarter and talk about maybe the trajectory of the market, where pricing may be headed towards the end of the year and into next year. First of all, though, for those of you, a lot of you may be familiar with my e-alert system. I'm relaunching this. It went away for a little while, but I'm relaunching it today, tomorrow. Essentially, the alert system works like this. Anytime a unit in Soleil comes up for sale, changes the asking price, goes pending, or sells, you would get a notice about this via email. What I like about this, there's so much software available for real estate professionals to use, but it's always very agent friendly and it doesn't really help owners that much. This is very helpful for owners. It gives you the accurate sales pricing so you can track the market. It's also very easy to use. Like if you're waiting in line, at the waiting room at the doctor's office or something, it looks great on mobile. You can see, let me show you a little bit of what it looks like. You wouldn't have this panel over here, but if all these were on Soleil units or condos or whatever we're tracking, it's a very clean presentation. It shows you the price, whether the price moved up or down, the dollar amount and the percentage. You can click through all the photos very easily. You can look at more details to see how long it's been on the market and any other pricing adjustments. And you can look at the full details to see the entire listing, spec sheet, what have you. This is just properties being pulled randomly in PCB. This could be set up for what a lot of people have asked me for is just on Soleil, or maybe the more expensive like on Soleil, Hidden Dunes, Sterling Beach condos, where people sort of will tend to look in those buildings. So it's a nice way to keep track of the market. It's very accurate. If you're interested in signing up for this again or for the first time, text me at 850-290-0417 and just text on Soleil and we'll set you up. There's no charge for this. There's no obligation to work with me. I just like having accurate information out there for people. I think it's helpful. So I don't mind setting you up. It doesn't take long for me to set this up for you. And again, too, if you know anyone else that would want that system, whether it's an on Soleil or tracking anything else across the beach, or wants to see this video, please share it with them. I don't spam everyone's email. I'm not sending this to every owner in on Soleil. I'm only sending it to the people who have asked for this, who have worked with me before. So share the video, share the idea of that e-alert system if you think it can help some of your friends. Okay, market 2024 third quarter. Remember, for decades in real estate, the idea of months of inventory has represented a neutral, balanced market in real estate. 5 or 6 months of inventory is the norm. The lower the number, the hotter the market, seller's market. The higher the number, slower the market, buyer's market. We've moved from 1.43 months of inventory in March of 2023 to 12.85 in the condo market in PCB. Very sluggish buyer market. Theoretically, that means it's going to take us a year to sell out of everything that's for sale without adding anything for sale in that time period. Slow buyer's market. The longer we stay there, and we've been there a while, the more pressure is on pricing to come down. I'm going to talk about pricing in a minute, about where I think things may be headed. In on Soleil, in the third quarter, there were 0 sales. If you look at what's currently pending under contract, there are 0 units pending. And currently, one of the encouraging things is no one tried to sell and then took their unit off the market in the third quarter. I think on Soleil is a little bit of a different animal than the average condo market. Currently for sale, there are 6 units starting at $1,050,000 for a 2-bedroom, another 2-bedroom at $1.295, and then 3-bedroom units starting at $1,498, and then one of the penthouses at $245. I'm representing both of these on the 5th floor. 1,498 is the ask, and these are both non-rental units in excellent condition. Both have the storage rooms, of course, with refrigerators in those storage rooms also. Um, the owner here wanted plenty of space for family and friends, so bought two on the same floor. Um, Pricing, where things may be headed. I have two theories on where pricing may be for going for on Soleil. If you start with the average sales price for condos right now, even though on Soleil is for sure above average, probably superior to most buildings. We see depreciation, 583,000 down to 477 is the average. 573 down to 449 as the median sales price. Again, on Soleil is outside of those parameters quite a bit. It's a unique thing. I feel like there are two possible trajectories for on Soleil pricing over the next 4 to 6 months. Cost of condo ownership is higher. HOA fees are drifting up because of higher insurance costs, utilities, those kind of things. Borrowing costs are higher for buyers, although in this price point that matters a little bit less. And then those people who are doing some rental revenues are down somewhat, especially from the COVID years. And so fundamentally, if this real estate asset costs more money, is more expensive to own, pressure on pricing is going to continue to go down. I think the big question mark on Soleil is what's going to happen with the structural integrity reserve study. I haven't seen yet if that's been finalized or not. Across the rest of the beach, that's triggering a lot of assessments just to catch up with the shortfall for the reserves based off of today's construction prices. I know a lot of work has been done out of on Soleil recently, so maybe the structural integrity reserve study won't hurt so bad. If there are large assessments or sizable assessments with a structural integrity reserve study, one or two things can happen. The best thing that can happen will be for sellers to maintain their price integrity, their asking prices, and just agree potentially to pay some or all of that assessment inside of the transaction if a buyer comes along. But what happens more, that would be a better thing. That's what a builder would do. That's what a developer would do. But what happens a lot of times is the sellers will panic, or at least one or two sellers will panic and reduce their price, which will pull pricing down. For the most part, I feel like owners in on Soleil are in better positions to get through any kind of headwinds we see in the condo market. Maybe pricing doesn't get pulled down in there as far as it could in some other buildings. I do think it's possible that pricing still could get worse before it gets better, just because the entire market condo market is looking like that. Scenario number two is that maybe owners are patient and as a group maintain their price integrity. Maybe share this part of the video with everybody. If everyone can be patient, get past a bad storm season, which certainly doesn't help business. Maybe get past the presidential election, when we put that to bed and just get on with things. And maybe get to the point where whatever buyers need for their sentiment to be more excited about purchasing again. I think if the owners in this price point can be patient, we could see less price depreciation here than in other parts of the market. So scenario one, we still have a ways to go on pricing moving down before we find a bottom and then begin to trickle up. And the most important thing to think about that is that takes time in real estate. We were booming in 2004 and 5, crashing in 2008 and 9. It took us until 2020 to boom again. And so we started to see appreciation throughout from 2010, 11 until 2020, but it was slight year after year after year, which is just good old-fashioned real estate. If we still have some depreciating to do, it could take us a while to land, work through that, and start again. So you could be talking about a number of years. Maybe we depreciate a little less, scenario number two, in on Soleil, because people are just more impatient and can weather the storm. Best way, again, I've found to keep up with it is to look at the actual sales and the actual activity. And that's that e-alert system I told you about better. It's the best one I've seen by far. If you want to be signed up for it, 850-290-0417. Text me on Soleil. I'll get you on. And I'll be back with another in-depth update like this for On Soleil beginning of next year. I've been saying it all morning. I can't believe I'm saying 2025 already, but that's the case. Have a great rest of 2024. Let's continue to dodge some hurricanes in our area. And thanks for watching.